Yeah, I keep thinking about there's a bunch of game stores nearby, and almost all of them have some kind of D&D thing, either monthly or weekly. And I keep thinking about starting to run games there, but the wife's already mad at me that I do this once every 2 weeks. So I don't know if I'd be able to make time. Was anybody thinking
And
about
that,
going a feat for level 4, or are you guys thinking of just increasing your attribute points?
I just did attribute points. My basically my strength was awesome, but everything else was captain average.
Yeah.
oh, oh yeah, I was gonna do my dex for my point.
Yeah, that'll help you out a lot with armor class. Okay. Yeah, there is some cool feats, but generally, what I would suggest to people at level 4 is to take the attribute points and save feat for level 8 or above. Um, Getting your main stat as high as you can is the best way to make your character powerful, if that's what you're going for.
Yeah, well, if I the only reason I did it is because if I roll really well, I usually will take a feat, but yeah, that did not happen. So
It's launch level and plus character mancer, right? I always get confused, sorry.
um, yeah, it sucks Nick's gonna be late, but oh well.
I want to say I think there was a feat for him that he could take to be faster, but I don't remember.
Yeah, mobility adds. Let's see. I think it adds 10 feet to your mobile. Yeah, your speed increases by 10 feet, and when you use the dash action, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement. When you make a melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of the turn, whether you hit or not. So, like, you attack someone, run away, they can't um, get an attack of opportunity against you, then you attack another person and move away from them. Especially as a monk where he gets multiple attacks anyway. That would be pretty dope for his specific character. But at the same time, if he increases his dexterity, it'll increase his attack rolls and armor class. Let's see, what is Javin's dex? Yeah, his dex 18, so he could max it out to 20. Or he could take his Constitution and Wisdom each up one, and that would increase his armor class
Oh,
and his hit points by a lot.
oh, true.
Yeah, that's another thing, guys. If you have odd numbers on your attributes, you can increase two attributes by one or one attribute by two. Um, so sometimes if you have two odd numbers and you increase your attributes, it can really pump you up.
Let me go ahead and do a roll. Let's see what I get this time for HP.
And yeah, wait till you guys hit 5. That's when the serious stuff kicks in. Well, that fight was pretty intense last week, man, or last 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, that Ring of Fire you guys made was a pretty brilliant idea. Now, unfortunately, a whole bunch of village people died.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you saved the town. So yeah, and you guys are getting into the end game of this module. Now I have changed things a lot and rearranged things and moved things around, but I'm still basically running this module. Um, but you guys are almost at the end, and then I'm gonna have to start making up my own stuff. So while we're just kind of waiting, what do you guys think has been your favorite part of all of this so far? What was your guys' like favorite in-game moment? You think?
I think it was ambushing the orcs that came for the necromancer. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I like when we raided the basement in the main with the crackhead.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yep, that was another one of your guys' choices that threw me for a real loop. You guys are like, we're gonna make a bargain with this evil giant eye thing. Okay.
He's gonna be our buddy.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I really think my favorite part is how you guys decided that the dude with the army of corpses was gonna be your friend. Like that really threw me for a loop. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not what's supposed to happen. Yeah, but
We didn't make him threatening enough for us.
yeah, that's true. I guess I could have made him more threatening. But I mean, literally almost every choice you guys have made has gone like way against the norms. When you guys befriended the wolves at the very beginning, um, the magical crackhead, the the necromancer, the almost every choice you guys make, the quest is kind of like, well, you could do this, and you guys are like, nah, we're we're gonna go this way with it. Yeah, I'm really thinking, and I'm starting to work on it again, that once we finish this module, I'm going to introduce you guys into my new campaign that I've been working on, and we'll go from there. Um,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, well, and what
Sounds good to me.
what I'm doing is taking a whole bunch of characters from all kinds of other stuff and just making them NPCs. And but yeah, you guys will see. I don't want to spoil it, but it's kind of based off a previous campaign that I had run with a bunch of friends of mine and my older brother. Um, but man, I had a lot of fun with it, so it ought to be interesting. Well, and I'm having so much fun with this one; it's ridiculous. Where I'm just like, well, yeah. All right. Did anybody need any help leveling your guys' character up, or are you guys
No,
good?
No,
don't.
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
My
Oh,
dex is up to 15, which is now plus 2. And I'm at 49 hit points now.
oh my God.
That's
40.
100 in Barbarian.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 49 hit points. Okay. Well, you know what I meant to do and I didn't. I need to remember this. I need to put in some of my macros and stuff into this game. Um, like I was telling you guys last session, I think that I have a macro that's for full rest. So when you click it, it just puts all your hit points back and it replaces all your spell slots and your class resources like key points for Javan and rages for Azrael, and um, it's real handy. But I need
Oh
to
yeah.
put in the API for this game, and I haven't done it yet. Um, oh, and I'll have to remember to make a copy of the game first. One of the things about Roll20 is sometimes it glitches out, and I want to make sure I'm not going to ruin your guys' game and have to go through and redo everything.
Yeah, they've done some updates too
Yeah.
in the past 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I was going through and looking at some of that, and then like today, just like an hour and a half before game time, I was fiddling around, and I made 6 NPCs in like a half an hour. Because that character mancer is just so easy to use. It's great. It's just like, what class did you want to go? Okay, here's all the stuff for it. It just makes things so much easier. Uh, yeah, this last Friday, me and the wife went to watch new Vox Machina, and I didn't realize there was only going to be 12 episodes in the first season. So I'd already
I
watched the whole
know.
thing. Yep.
I'm
So
sad too.
yeah, yeah. I was like, wait, what the hell? But they did say there's going to be 2 seasons, but they haven't said when the second season's going to be released yet. Um,
Yeah, I would assume either later this year or maybe next year.
yeah. Yep, that was kind of my assumption too, and I'm sure they'll announce it at some point here. It might even be that they'll announce that they'll just keep doing it. I mean, if they make enough money off of it that it's profitable, they could just continue doing it. Um,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
so that would be cool, especially like maybe if they did some of the other campaigns, like if they went into the Mighty Nine instead of Vox Machina. I think that would be pretty sweet. And their new campaign, I love. I'm a huge fan of Warlocks. All right, we've been over this, but Matt Mercer's wife. Why can't I think of her
M-
name?
Marisha.
Marissa. Yeah, she's playing a Warlock this round, and I really like her character. She's so like goth. It's hilarious.
Yeah. The theory is that she's actually from the first campaign.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you watched the anime,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, because that's the only way for me to actually say this because I haven't watched the campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know people they hanged on the tree.
Uh huh.
That's her.
Oh.
The one that the one that was dressed up as uh Vex. Is there Vex or Keyless?
Yeah.
I want to say it was Keyless though because that's what Mirror's character. That's her.
Huh. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a
That's
plot
that's
twist.
going. Yeah, that's the theory, and because her patron apparently is also what's her name, Briarwood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I looked into it and like, I wonder who these characters are or these new characters, and yeah, I looked into it, and that's one of the theories
Huh.
because of that.
Wow, that's nuts. Yeah, I like that they hinted about the whispered one um, at the end of the last episode. I wonder if that's what they're gonna do then, because that was the campaign wrap up, is they fight Vecna. Um,
Yeah.
so, and I loved Scanlan when he goes to the other mansion to make the distraction. Like, it wasn't
Oh
exactly
yeah.
like in the campaign, but it was pretty close, and it was really good. Like, I was so excited for that part. Oh, all right. Well, I know Javin's gonna be a little late, but let's kind of
Hmm.
go over some of the things that are going on here. Um, there was a huge battle, right? Before you guys even got there, half of the village of Phandalin is just like destroyed. Okay. Um, you guys, led the resistance, right? And destroyed this orc horde that was um, pillaging. But in the aftermath, you guys discover that a lot of people have been killed. Um, most of the main players in the village of Phandalin are still alive. Um, the guy that owns the inn survived. Um, Halia survived. Toblin survived. That's the guy that owns the inn. Um, Old Man Ettermath, the elf that you guys met, um, that gave you guys some information right before you left Phandalin this last time. He's still around. Sister Grail obviously is still alive. Um, but a lot of the villagers have been killed off. Like I said, the town, the southern half of it is basically a ruin. And here, let me bring up the whole Phandalin. Take you guys to that. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of let's see if I have a cool like fire asset or something here that I can. Okay, of course they can't make it that easy on me. Here we go. This will work. That's too small. Let's make it a little bigger. uh, so yeah, in the aftermath of this huge battle that you guys just did, um, everybody's bloody and sweaty and nasty and tired. Um, I haven't had the chance to really take in all that's happened yet. But you guys are in the town square with Cornaith, Sildar, Sister Grail. Here, let me take these orcs out of here because none of them are left. And then I'll change his name. Vost. Right. So like I said, it's kind of a mixed emotional moment, right? Like, yeah, you guys won, but to be cheesy and cliche about it, at what cost, you know? Um, and there's just kind of this moment where everybody collects themselves, and Cornaith kind of out of nowhere just lets out this whoop, like, yeah! He's like shaking his sword up in the air, um, and everybody else kind of looks at him, and I think everybody kind of thinks the same thing, like youth. He's not he's not thinking about the repercussions, right? He's just thinking that he won. Um, so in the aftermath of this battle, what do you guys want to do? Javin is still unconscious. He's stable, um, but he's still
Sildar,
unconscious.
Vost,
Yeah,
all of them.
yeah. Yep, that's a good point. Sildar is also unconscious.
I guess I'll start helping out, like moving rubble, seeing if there's anyone else out there
Who needs
that
help?
did make it from the buildings. Yeah.
Start laying the bodies and covering them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sister Grail, uh, she is tapped, right? She used every spell that she had. But she still has cantrips. So she's going up to some of the villagers and either closing their eyes, or she like whispers a word and makes this hand gesture and touches them, and you see this like green magical energy, this bright, vibrant, like it's kind of the colors of like springtime plants, go into these people, and they they stabilize, right? All you guys recognize this. You've been adventurers. You've seen it's Spare the Dying. It's called. It just stabilizes people. It doesn't bring you back to consciousness, but it makes sure that you won't bleed out. Um, and she looks at Cornaith, and she's like, "Why don't you make yourself useful? Go to the inn and tell the people that we've won, and have them come out, the able-bodied, help." And Cornaith kind of like shoves his sword in his sheath and looks at her for a second, and then he walks off, kind of sulking. But she's still right, right? So he doesn't argue with her.
Yeah.
But um, and after that, she starts putting out the huge fire that you guys set. Basically just taking like rubble and stone and throwing it in the trench that you guys dug to smother the fire. Um, making sure that it's not going to spread.
Just throwing large walls on top of it.
What was that? You kind of cut out.
Yeah, I did. I help her by putting large walls on top of it, like the stone walls.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so between the two of you, and eventually a whole bunch more of the villagers, Dobbin and Old Man Ettermath, and some of the other people that you guys have met. Um, what was the waitress that kept flirting with Javin? Uh,
Okay. Other name. Oh man.
yeah,
Uh,
uh, like Ezra or that's
I
trying
want
to,
to. Yeah, I want to say something about that, like an E.
Is
yeah,
it Esme?
no, Essie,
It's not
I think
S.
else, yeah, something like that.
It's
Anyway,
Yzma.
okay, yeah, she comes out and starts helping. And then she sees Javin is down, and oh, she comes running up, and Sister Grail's like, he's fine. He's just basically sleeping at this point. Um, and again, everybody that comes by you guys, they clap you on the back. They, express their thanks in some way or another. Um, without you guys being here, this battle probably would have went a lot differently. Um, Azrael alone, I think you slayed a dozen freaking orcs in that one fight. So,
One shot all of them.
yeah, another one. uh, yeah, and like I said, it's just this real somber, kind of crazy moment. And you guys look around and you see there's smoke rising from some of the buildings still. Um, there's ash and bodies everywhere. Um, you guys can basically follow the line of the invading orcs by just all these bodies strewn through the fields. Um, both orc and villagers alike. Uh, it's a strange moment in time. Um, but after a while, you guys have done what you can for the moment. It's going to take a lot to rebuild and get this place back to some semblance of how it used to be. Um, so what would you guys like to do? Are you guys going to take a long rest? Um, are you you do have the option if anybody has healing potions, you could try to bring Javin back, but like I said, he's stable. So in 1d4 hours he will wake up.
Yeah, we can wait.
In 2 hours he will wake up.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, not happened. So,
yeah, so I think as you guys are cleaning up, Ettermath, he comes up to you guys and he says, "We can't be sure, but these orcs, they seem like we thought they were the ones from Wyvern Tor, but it seems like they came out of the Neverwinter Wood. Um, I know when we talked before, you guys were looking for Cragmaw Castle. Uh, I think if you were to follow these tracks back, it's probably gonna take you straight there. Um, and I'm pretty sure at this point that it is the fortress that we had discussed before. So you guys, I'd be careful trying to storm that place if that's your intention."
Yeah. It feels like that.
And he kind of gets that 1,000 yard stare for a second, and he says, thank God these bastards didn't get to my orchard. And then he kind of goes off. Oh well, and you guys, you have a quick conversation about your necro friend with him because that's what he sent you guys out to find.
Oh
Who
yeah,
was
what is
camping out
happening?
at Old Owl Well, and so I think yeah, when you guys kind of describe him, he kind of gives you guys this look because you guys aren't sounding like he's an enemy, right? And he's like, but he's a necromancer. He has an army of corpses.
He's a good
Just
guy.
Yeah, he's fun.
friendly corpses.
After the,
He's, he
it's
says
fun. He's fun.
adventurers, and he just
Talks
kind
a
of
lot,
puts
but
his
it's
hand
fun.
on his forehead. And he's like, well, I guess uh, better a friend than a foe. And uh, he gives you guys. He says here for your help with that with the village, and he gives each of you a healing potion.
Oh, cool.
So I will add one of those to Javan's inventory. Um, he actually like comes up to Javan and like sticks it into his pocket. Javan's still unconscious. Um, and after that, um, Dobin, the guy that runs the inn, um, he's kind of talking with you guys about how they're gonna handle rebuilding the village and how he has enough room at the inn to house most of the refugees. And while that's going on, the um, big, arrogant, fat Harbin Wester
Oh,
starts marching up to you guys. And he looks pissed, right? His face is all red. And he comes up to you guys and says, before you came here, we were doing fine. And now look at it. Look what you've brought to this village. And uh, Toblin is kind of like, Harbin, this isn't their fault. And he's like, the fuck it isn't. Like, the worst we had was the Red Brands. And they weren't great, but they weren't this. And I think a couple other villagers kind of come up and stand behind Harbin. But then a lot of the friends that you guys have made come up and stand behind Toblin, right? So now it's kind of like the village is like dividing themselves between whether they support you guys or not. And by far, the majority are supporting you guys. Um,
mhm.
and Sildar pipes up and he's like, they're the ones that saved the village. And Harbin's like, they're the ones that destroyed it. Before this, the whoever this black spider or whatever is, the only thing he cared about this village was in order to keep the red brands, to keep us in line. And you guys had to throw off the natural order of things, and this is what happens. And it's getting pretty heated. But I think Harbin looks around and realizes that he only has like a third of the village behind him, and the other 2/3 are on the other side. And he says, "Well, the hell with you!" And he takes out this. It's like a crest, like a badge, and it's the Fandolin. It's a symbol for the city of Fandolin, and it says Town Master on it. And he like throws it down, and he's like, "I'm going back to Neverwinter. Should have never went to this stupid frontier anyway." And um, him and a bunch of the other villagers all start getting together and heading towards the south end of the village. Um, and as you guys kind of watch, they're like getting a cart rounded up and some horses, and they start packing up their belongings and getting ready to leave. And Sildar is just kind of like idiots. They're just gonna get ransacked on the road. And Toblin goes running up to him, and they're too far away now, but you guys kind of catch a word here and there of them screaming at each other. And the conversation ends with Harbin being like, "It's better dead on the road than trapped here like rats." And they're kind of yelling like, "No, you're just gonna die on the road." And Harbin and these dozen or so villagers all just pile into this cart and start taking off. So are you just gonna let them do it? Are you guys gonna try to talk them out of it, or how do you want to handle it?
I will let them do it.
I could pop his little head off and roll it down the street.
Maybe we can.
I'll let them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grim, if you did that, I don't think anybody would be too surprised, right?
I nudge Grim, do it.
So, you guys see Toblin just staring at them as they start, heading away, and he kind of shakes his head, and he comes up to you guys, and he's like, Don't let his words speak for the rest of us. We know that this isn't your doing." And Cornaith kind of comes up and stands next to you guys, and he's like, "Why did we let them leave? That's more people that could have helped defend. Why didn't you stop them?"
You really
Sometimes
think they would
people
have
must
helped?
be allowed to make their own decisions, the stupider they are.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, he kind of shakes his head, and he's, What do we do now? What if there's more of them? What if more come back?"
We kill them.
Easy for you to say.
We
Where were you guys
fortified
the
the city.
first time they came? And,
Killing other
he
orcs.
might not be right that this isn't your fault, but without you coming here, it wouldn't have been like this.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe not. There's no way of knowing that.
Well, what are you guys gonna do now? Are you gonna go and take this to them?
Of course. Eye for an eye.
Yeah, okay. At
There,
least scout
there is no
the area.
honor.
Yeah, we're gonna have
There's
to
no
scout
honor
the area
killing
and see how
civilians.
many of them's even left.
So are you gonna let me come with you this time?
You held your own. I think it's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I would
don't
say we
get
could use
carried
this sword.
away.
In your weird lights and things.
He says, "Finally, they see sense." And it's about this time that Vost wakes up, and he's kind of and Cordate's like, "Vost," and he runs over to him, and he kind of gives him a hand up, and he's like, "Vost, we're going to take it to them. We're gonna make them pay for this." And Vost is just kind of, he just woke up, right? And he's got this 18, 19-year-old kid all up in his face. And he's like, "I'm not sure that that's the
He's
best idea, boy, but if
He's probably
that's..."
like, "Wait, did we win? What happened?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And so Cornaith is like, "Well, when are we leaving? Are we leaving now? We could go. We could camp on the road."
No, not yet.
You gotta
Not
wait
yet.
for
We gotta
that.
make sure the people in our charge are safe before we continue on.
Yeah.
He says, "Yeah, That sounds right. I'm gonna go help. And he just kind of wanders
And
off.
plus, we gotta wait for somebody to wake up. I just grab Gavin and drop him. Chill out.
You guys gonna weekend at Bernie's him for a while? It's just like
Yeah.
all right. Well, yeah, Sister Grail comes up and she says, I'd help you if I could, but uh, I'm tapped out. And she looks exhausted. And she says, "Oh, by the way, did you find Agatha?"
Did
Yeah. That was scary.
I'm not going back.
All right. Yeah. So you guys tell her about the book she was asking about, right? And
Yeah.
how Agatha gave it away a long time ago and has no idea where it is now, so it wasn't super helpful. Um, but she's like, "Well, you did what I set you out to do," and she grabs. You guys each get another health potion.
Yay.
'Cause that's the reward I keep giving to you guys because you don't have a healer.
Yeah, it's helpful.
I'm
It
getting quite a
works.
collection of them.
Oh yeah, I got 5 now. I hope I don't
I'm
have
up
to
to
use
4.
I am now up to 7 of them.
Oh my goodness.
them. Oh,
Like
nice.
that.
You
Oh
are
yeah,
right.
because you're now a sniper. You don't really need them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Javin only has 3 now.
Yeah, but Javin, poor guy. Every time he's
Yeah,
down to 1.
he keeps having to use them. Yeah, I guess that is
Yeah.
his problem. All right. Um. So yeah. Well, and then uh, the day wears on. Um. Uh. Well, the night, right? Was it night? It was nighttime when you guys fought, right?
Yeah, it was night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, because that was part of the reason you guys set the huge fire trap, right? So everybody could see.
So we
Yeah.
could all see and it negate their ability to see in the dark and not us.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So, uh, at one point, Smitty the Smithy comes up to you guys, and he tells you about the journal that you left with him. Which one sec? Let me find it. Okay, I know it's in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, the journal is of an adventurer named Ermon, and it basically describes the history of the lost mine of Feldelver, the Forge of Spells, Wave Echo Cave. It doesn't say the exact location, but it does record that a magical mace named Lightbringer was commissioned by the priest of Lathander, the god of dawn, from the mages working with the gnomes and dwarves of the Fandelver's Pact. And the mace was lost when Wave Echo Cave and its mine vanished from history. Um, so it goes into a lot of detail about the Pact of Fandelver, which was, like I just said, between gnomes, humans, and dwarves. The humans of the town of Fandelver, and gnomes and dwarves from the mountains and forest, and how they all work together to create these wonders because of Wave Echo Cave and the Forge of Spells. So it's pretty much just more insight, um, and kind of urging you guys forward, right? Maybe you could find this Wave Echo Cave, and maybe find this magical mace, the Lightbringer. Um, and Smitty even says, this this Ermon, he was a hell of a smith himself, and I might have learned a thing or two. Maybe next time you guys come back, I might be able to provide you with some basic magic weapons. And he kind of leaves it at that.
Hmm.
So luckily they didn't get to his smith, so he still has that.
Oh yeah.
So to kind of sum everything up, I was hoping Nick would get here around this time. I tell you what, let's take a short break because he said he should be around an hour late. Um,
Okay.
so
Hmm.
I'm gonna go have a smoke quick and maybe eat a snack, and hopefully Nick will be back, and then we'll kind of go over everything, the choices you guys have to make, and figure out where we're gonna go from here.
Hmm. Good idea.
So,
All right.
um,
That sounds good with me for now.
let's say 15 minutes. So it'd be 10 after 3 my time, but 15 minutes from now, I'll be back.
Okay.
All right. Did he leave?
So did you guys get anything cool when you leveled up?
Four. Unless you take a feat.
No, I just did level 4 and then but I did get to choose 2 new spells. So that was something.
No, they only gave me points to use, so I didn't get much.
Yeah, I used my
Cause
points.
yeah,
Go
that's
ahead.
the folly about a barbarian.
Oh.
Barbarian, you don't get much at the high levels.
I don't think I actually am supposed to get much, but since I chose Eldritch Knight, I'm getting weird stuff now, so because I only get 2 cantrips, but now I just added I think the 2 spells to my list. So
Yeah,
I chose Ray of Sickness because I think that's hilarious. So,
I don't even know what that does.
basically, I point at somebody, and green energy lashes out and does damage, but also poisons them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool. Honestly, I had to choose quick because I forgot to level up because he told us to do it, and I forgot. So I was like,
Oh, I did mine right now too.
what does damage? Ray of Sickness. I should have probably chose better, but Ray of Sickness sounds okay.
Yeah.
Then the other one I got is this auto shield. So if somebody tries to hit me,
Oh,
immediately a magical force barrier appears to protect me. And I have +5 bonus to my AC. And am automatically immune from magic missile.
oh wow. That's kind of good.
Yeah. So I was like, what the heck? So that's what I went with. Well, I probably shouldn't have done that. That might have been my only roll you guys can see.
Yeah, it actually came in pretty quick.
Yeah, and it does it on its own. It's just one reaction. So, kind of neat. Ooh. Because I know my AC, my armor class is not the best.
Wow, it upped it 5?
Yeah, it ups it by 5 bonus to my AC. And lasts my entire turn. So if we're in the middle of combat and like I'm surrounded by 4 people, I can up my AC by 5 and it'll hold for that whole turn. So no matter how many people are hitting me.
Yeah.
So I was like, that sounds like a saving throw, because if I'm basically being a fighter and attacking with my great sword or my trident, there you go. I'll have a shielding at my back.
And does it take up a spell slot, or is that just a cantrip?
No, it's a spell slot. So it's not the greatest, but it could save my
Yeah.
bacon if, because I can choose not to activate it. But, if I'm about to get hit, it might help. That's the only thing weird. I only get 2 cantrips. So my cantrips are Firebolt and Poison Spray. That's it.
Yeah, I think if you took magic initiate background, you get like 2 more from any of the lists, I think. Spell sniper would have been a good one for you though. Or
Yeah, feat.
feat.
I think that's the feat I'm going to take. I get another feat at like level 6. And I think that's the feat I'm going to take, is that spell sniper. I
Yeah,
was
'cause
looking
that
at a
doubles
bunch of
your.
them.
I want to say that doubles your range of your spells.
Yeah, I think so. Which with my one spell would be hilarious.
It would.
Because one of my spells has like a 200-foot or 120 feet range. And so that would make it 240. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, your spell range is doubled. And you ignore half cover and 3/4 cover.
Is
Oh, and you
then,
learn an cantrip.
yeah. I probably would have took it this time, but like I said, I was capped in average in my stats. And considering I'm going to need Constitution to hold some of these, I figured I better up
Yeah.
my con. So that's what I did. My Constitution's now a 15. That's fair, I think. Well, not fair. I mean, it's pretty good.
I was about to say, is that how that works? Or I thought it was a wisdom or intelligence.
Well, my wisdom's high and my intelligence. My wisdom is what, a 14? My intelligence is a 14, and my constitution's now a 14. And oh, my charisma's a 4. Okay, I'm all 14s apparently. I literally rolled awesome with one roll. Made it my strength since I'm a fighter, and then all my other rolls were the same damn roll. Yeah, super. I was doing up a character for this one shot, and I rolled like crap. And the DM's like, "Nah, you can't re-roll," and I was like, "No."
Sounds like an
So
interesting character.
yeah, hang on, let me bring up her stats real quick. Because I was laughing my ass off because I was like, are you kidding me? Uh, okay, yeah. Her strength is 9. Her dexterity is a 10. Her constitution's a 10. Her intelligence is a 14. Her wisdom's a 14. And her charisma is an 11.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So
And
it's the
the
highest is
intelligence
14.
and wisdoms are +2 each. So technically, I rolled 12s.
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, well, crap.
Yeah. What's your class?
Cleric.
Ugh.
Yeah, trust
And
me, I don't know how good this is going to go.
I can't even recommend what to go with for that.
Yeah, you're telling me. But we had to roll out 2 characters immediately. Basically on the phone with everyone. So that was my second. My first turned out okay. Let me find him. He made us make 1 guy and 1 girl. Hang on.
Oh,
Where's the
well, the TikToker D&D Heart, she came up with another roll method for stats. You roll 8d20s and add it all together, then divide up the points.
Oh yeah, I kind of like that way. 'Cause that way you decide what's small or what's not, or yeah. I
Yeah, but that's the thing with that though. You're rolling 8d20s.
yeah.
The most points you could get with that is 120 or 160, something like that. That's still a lot of points.
Yeah, well, if you got 120, you'd put every one of your stats at full power 20.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. There's a lot of ways to roll stats. My other guy is a fighter because I tend to like being fighters. But his strength is a 16, his dexterity's a 16, constitution's an 11, intelligence 10, wisdom 11, charisma 9. But I figured strength and dexterity were probably my go-tos. So, I'll tell you, my rolls were not with me. We get to make 1 more character tonight, and if my rolls aren't with me, I am going to die. My female character, I was like, are you kidding me? And I was like, can I at least re-roll like 1 of the bad dies? And they're like, no, that's the point. And I'm like, oh crap. So at least I wasn't poor this one dude, I can't think of his name. I think it's Tobias. Uh he rolled a nat 1.
Damn.
Yeah, so he's got like one of his characters has like a 3 for one of its attributes. And I was like, oh. So I could have rolled worse, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
rolled.
I'm looking at the.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I was just saying, I'm looking at the barbarian chart right now, and yeah, I don't get anything for 4, 8, or 4, 8, and 12 on the ability score improvement. That's all I get. The score improvement. That's it.
Be fair though, you're already pretty built.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about going with Barbarian for my last character for this campaign because I am worried everyone else is gonna die. I just can't believe I rolled that bad. Normally you get at least one good roll. Like it went bad to worse. I have a feeling that I think my character's name is Mary. I have a feeling that Mary is going down.
All right, guys, I'm back. No Nick yet, huh?
Nah, not yet.
No, 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 I see.
Okay. Well, yeah, I went out and I was gonna grab a snack, and then the wife showed up with Taco Bell. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, now you guys are gonna have to hear me obnoxiously eating tacos while I'm talking to you, though. So.
That's fine.
Yeah.
uh, okay. So you guys are left with a few choices now. The main thing would be Cragmaw Castle, which, from what you guys have discerned, is where they took your dwarf buddy, Gundren Rockseeker, um, who has been missing since session 1, and it's session 13. Uh, um, and you guys are now pretty sure you know the location of Cragmaw Castle. Um, there's also Thunder Tree, which you guys have been told a couple different times that there's stuff you could trek out there. Here, let me move you to the big map.
I think, isn't there also like the City of the Dead or something?
Yeah, that's what Thunder Tree. That's what Thunder Tree is.
Oh, okay.
So here, let me move you guys. Move this out. Map layer. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. So, you guys are in Phandalin again. So you guys are down here. There is Cragmaw Castle here. Thunder Tree is all the way up here. Almost all the way back to Neverwinter, essentially. There's still Wyvern Tor. That you guys, I mean, you pretty much waylaid what you're expecting to be most of those orcs, but it wouldn't have been all of them. And then somewhere is still Wave Echo Cave. That is the Black Spider's end game, right?
Yeah.
And that's what Gundren hired you guys initially to bring supplies from Neverwinter to Phandalin so that he could then explore Wave Echo Cave. And that didn't go very well for him. So your guys' choices are basically either Cragmaw Castle or Thunder Tree at this, current time.
Mm-hmm.
Personal vote is for Cragmaw, and that's simply because I think if we don't, the stupid kid's gonna go up there and try and do it himself.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah, he
But
doesn't.
it's like, but I mean, we could always just go the long way and do it because they'll be expecting a retaliation attack immediately.
Yeah, that's true. They probably would expect when a couple of the orcs did escape. Not very many, but a couple.
Yeah.
So they probably will have word that the attack on Phandalin did not go as planned, and probably be prepared. Um, and I think if you guys let Cornaith go with you, he's pretty much just going to do whatever you guys ask him to. He might
Yeah.
not be happy about it, but
At least he'll hear and listen to this.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to hit Thunder Tree and then come in the back of Cragmaw Castle, or what do you guys want to try?
I think it's a better idea to do that. At least they won't be
Yeah, I would
expecting.
say so. I
Mhm.
mean, if anything, we could. I would say, can we cut across like that? And how long would it take? Because I
uh,
mean, we can see it on the map like that.
yeah, it would be several days' journey to Thunder Tree.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What are you
And
guys feeling? Go ahead.
another thing is, they do have Gundren possibly still alive.
Yeah. For now.
Yeah, and that is your guys' friend. I mean, kind of.
Hmm.
You guys don't know him super well, but uh,
Okay, so our choices are Wyvern, Tor, Cragmaw, or Thunder Tree, right?
hmm
Hmm. Thunder
Well,
will take too long to go and come back to Gragmol.
I think Wyvern would take about the same with the difficult terrain.
Yeah.
yes.
It looks like.
So
Maybe we can.
I say we get a night's rest and then we head out for Cragmaw and try and not attack it dead on, but maybe watch their comings and goings.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Maybe stay like around there like 1 day, 2 days, just looking, scouting the area.
hmm
So we can sneak, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you guys are gonna do that, what armor are you wearing, Grim?
Well, I wouldn't be the guy sneaking. We'd probably rely on the ghost. I'm a 7 foot tall dragon. I don't think I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to make sure you're aware of that because most most armor gives you disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, if nothing else, you guys are at least gonna rest for 8 hours, take a full day's rest or a full rest.
Hmm.
So
Plus, that way we make sure the kitty is back up to kittiness.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll start there. You guys find some lodgings. Now the inn is completely full because there's a lot of people whose homes were destroyed or who are just staying there for safety's sake, right? Um, but Edermath, the old elf, he offers you guys lodging, and you guys stay the night there. Well, not the night, the morning, because you guys fought through the night and then helped, kind of clean up. Um,
And we leave without we leave without coordinates again.
I think you guys
No,
would
we always say we're gonna
find that
stay.
difficult to do.
Yeah.
He's gonna be watching.
He's actually sleeping on top of Javin.
Yeah.
He's like handcuffed himself to Java. You're not going anywhere. Okay. So yeah, you guys you take a full rest, so everybody's full hit points, all your spell slots are returned Grim, all of Javin's key points are back. Um everybody's
My
back up
raid.
to, yeah, all your rages. Everybody's back up to where they should be. So, oh, Javin's not leveled up. Man, I don't want to do his level for him. We'll wait. Hopefully he gets here before anything crazy happens.
Yeah, we're gonna scout the area a little bit first, so maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so,
Yeah, I guess if we're just scouting, because Grim could stay with Javin back, and me and Glick could go scout a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
uh, well, yeah, you guys could do
Would
that, but I
help
would
buy us
imagine
some
they would
time.
at least travel with you until you're close, right? And then you guys would sneak in, right?
Yeah.
Um, so let me see. Each of these hexes is how big again? I know it says it on here somewhere.
Okay, at least that way we'll buy us some time with Nick.
Yeah. Okay, so a hex equals 5 miles. So let me move you guys here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How much do you travel in a day again? I want to say it's 12. So I think it's still 2 days pace. Travel for 8 hours in a day. Push beyond that limit at risk of exhaustion. Oh, so no, you move 24 miles in 8 hours. Um, so what would happen is you guys would be, 2 miles away from Cragmaw Castle at the end of your day's march. Um, and then I imagine you guys could wake up the next day, send in the scouts, right? And so that would work out. That works out pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, when you guys get up in the early afternoon, right? Because it was early morning when you went to bed. 8 hours later, early afternoonish. Um, when you guys come out, kind of onto the porch, nobody's in Ettermouth's house. So you guys come out on the porch, and Cornath is there, just just waiting on you guys. Um, and he is sharpening a longsword. And you guys notice that it is not the longsword that you guys gave to him. It's a different one. And the crossguard has this like gold filigree, and there's a word in common that's engraved into it, and it says Talon. Talon, like eagle's talons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when he noticed you guys, he looks up and he looks at the sword and he looks at you guys and he goes, "You guys will never guess. Uh, you know that? What did you guys call him? The magical crackhead, right? Isn't that what you guys were calling him?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
after you guys weren't there for the attack, I went searching through the old Red Brand hideout to see if I could find anything that you guys might have missed. And that thing, he came at me, and we fought, and I chased him off, and he was hiding this. Look at it, and he like holds the sword up, and you guys realize that it's really finely made. Like, if you guys had to assume, you would think it's magical. And and he's like, "Oh, and I got this for you guys. You must have left it with him. What the hell were you guys thinking?" And he uh, turns around and lifts from the floor the glass staff that Iarno had. Um, and he's like, "I can't believe you guys would just leave this loot. Like, you left it with that thing." He's like, don't worry though, I chased him off, and here, and he hands Javin the glass quarterstaff. Um, and he's like, there was some potions and scrolls too. I sold the potions to get some money, and the scrolls I still have, but I can't read them. Maybe somebody can. and But he's super excited to be able to go with you guys this time. And he's like, so when do we leave? It's like
Not everyone at once.
yeah. It's like don't all speak at once, let's Are we leaving right away? Are we going? We're gonna pay them guys back, right? Look what they did. And he kind of points to the
We're not
south
gonna
end of town, and you can still see smoke coming up over some of the ruins. And
not just yet. Well, we will be leaving. Just we're not gonna fight them yet. Make sure we're not running into something bigger than we're choosing.
okay, so
Gotta
yeah,
be
when you
smart about
said we're not gonna fight them yet, you see his face kind of like go slack, and this like anger light come into his eyes. And then when you go on to explain, he's like, "Oh, yeah, that's why you guys are the seasoned adventurers." and he's like, "Well, come on, I got supplies, I got rations." And he kind of like reaches into a pack and like hands you guys out. It's like several days worth of trail rations. He's like, "I got some extra water skins. Let's go." He actually like gets off the porch and starts walking, and then like turns around and looks at you guys.
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
Oh, I didn't even realize you were gone, Grim.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, well then. Apparently, I didn't go anywhere. Never mind.
You didn't say anything that you left or anything.
I said it into the mic. I was like, I'll be right back.
Oh,
Oh, I guess you cut off with
yeah,
that.
Oh.
yeah, we didn't hear that, man.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Good.
No wonder it was so quiet.
You saying I talk too much? Is that what we're saying? No. Alright.
All right, well, Grim, to recap quickly, when you guys came out, Cornaith was there, and he chased off the magical crackhead and found a magical sword and returned the glass staff from Yarno to you guys.
Damn.
And yeah, now he's like, well, come on, let's go, and just like took off of the porch of the Ettermath cottage, and is now like very impatiently waiting on you guys.
Alright, well, I say we
Yeah.
go, but we don't stick to the trail. Follow it from kind of off in the distance, because we don't want to walk right into a trap they set.
Yeah, I was thinking about saying we were actually going to go that way. Like in the opposite direction he was walking in.
Oh.
Like if he was walking left, we were going right.
All right. Yeah. Well, if you guys want to make, I moved you guys to the big map, right? Yeah. Okay. So if
Yeah.
you guys want to just make a beeline, straight for Cragmaw Castle, that would, keep you off the beaten trails and the paths for the most part. I mean, you have to cross Tribord Trail.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have Glick follow the tracks closely and stay hidden as he can. And we'll kind of follow him, stay within his sight range, but kind of off to the side of him so we can see if anything's coming or anything may happen. Like that. Is my mic off again?
No, we
No,
heard you.
I hear you.
Oh, okay.
Literally,
give
right
me a
now,
complex.
right now, I was afraid you guys were gonna say something about my dog. 'Cause, man, she's snoring loud today.
Yeah, I was actually in the middle of taking a huge bite from a taco while you were talking, so that's
Okay,
why it
we're
took me a
cool.
second to respond.
I just
Yeah. So.
you guys are giving
Go
me a
ahead.
complex now, so all right.
So yeah, I was thinking about Glick goes up front and I'll follow behind, while you and Cornets and Javin are are cat sitting.
Okay, so that's going to be your guys' marching order then, is Glick in the front, Azrael
Yeah.
in the middle, and Grim, Javin, and Cornaith bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, at a normal pace, you guys would reach within a mile or two of the castle at the end of the day. So, well, at the end of the day's travel. The thing is, you can only travel for 8 hours. Anything after that will start giving you levels of exhaustion if you fail the checks. But that would work out pretty well for you guys because you'd end up being in the woods, in the Neverwinter Woods, pretty close to Cragmaul Castle. And you can
Yeah,
find a
I
nice.
think we should go ahead and do that and then set up like in the trees where we can watch from above.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, and your guys' idea is you're just going to make a beeline straight for it, right? You're not going to take any of the trails or any stuff like that. You're just heading
Yeah.
straight that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling they might set up things on the trails waiting for us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. So, um, on your guys' travels, there's, you know, nothing really of note. It's getting to be later in the spring, so it's starting to get hot. Um, but along the plains that you guys are mostly traveling on, wildflowers are starting to bloom. Insects and frogs are making so much noise, it's ridiculous. Um, like I said, it's definitely getting towards summer. And I need everybody to make a perception check as you are traveling. And
Oh no, not this guy.
I suppose I will make one for Javin here. Oh. Javin is not paying attention. God, none of you guys are paying much
Clearly
attention
none of.
except for Glick. It's a good thing you guys got Glick paying attention up at the
Yeah.
front. Let's see, maybe Cornate's paying attention.
I
Let's
met
see here.
Cornets.
Nope, he's not paying attention
Yeah.
either. All right, so Glick, you notice that there are signs of travel pretty much on the exact path that you guys are taking. Occasionally, you find like some footprints in the mud. Every once in a while, you find, like cast off, like some bones that it looks like someone was just gnawing as they were running and just threw the bones. Um, but it's what you're assuming that group of orcs that you guys fought in Phandalin. Uh, they too made a beeline, it appears, straight from Cragmaul Castle. So you guys are essentially crossing the same open country that they did. And these plains, it doesn't offer a whole lot of cover. I mean, there's sparse trees every here and there. There is like tall grass and bushes and stuff, but for the most part, you guys are essentially traveling. I don't know if you guys have ever been to like northern Ohio where it's just flat, open plains forever. Um, that's essentially what you guys are crossing right now. So it's if there is anybody traveling between here and there, it's going to be hard to avoid them. Is kind of what I'm getting at. But you guys go your entire day without seeing anybody else. Um, you get to the woods, and Neverwinter Wood is an old wood forest. Um, so these big, thick, huge trees. There's not a lot of undergrowth because the canopy is so tightly packed that not much sunlight reaches ground level. There is some undergrowth, of course, but uh, so it's pretty easy to travel through the woods. Um, but it's kind of intimidating, right? Like there's just these massive ancient trees. Uh,
I kinda like Lord of the Rings
yeah. Mhm. Yeah, when they're in
when they escape the orcs and
yeah.
around there.
Mhm. Yep. So as you guys enter the woods, everybody make a survival check for me, and we'll see if you guys find a good hideout slash camp.
Nice.
To the 20. Come on. I, I swear the screen stopped at 20s. Actually, it starts at 8 and 18.
That's weird.
Yeah, what it stops on the screen must not be because I'm seeing double nines right now.
I think that's the last one for Cornave or Javin. I'm seeing double nines as well.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, if it's the gray
Yeah, I
dice,
only
that's
see.
that's my roll.
Yeah, I have the. Oh, actually, no. I see Grimm's color dice on here.
Hmm.
I don't even see my dice.
Okay.
Cause like Grimm got the dice at the 8 and the 18.
Mhm. Okay. So
Does anyone?
Javin and Azrael, you guys are just no help in the woods. Uh,
It's not my fault.
yeah. Yeah, I think Javin's like, we should just climb the trees, and then you guys look up, and the trees are like 100 feet tall, and I don't think we're gonna get up there. uh, but yeah, between the whole group, more people got above a 10 than not. So you guys do find there's a stream that runs through the woods here, and there's like a gully, and just off to the side of it, there is space where the sunlight can actually get down to the ground floor, and there's a bunch of these big, thick bushes, and in the middle of them is a nice little open area where a tree had fallen. So you guys have cover around you. There's running water right there, and it should keep you relatively hidden. And it's a little off So it's not on uh, the trail that these orcs kind of left. Um, so it's not on the beeline straight between Phandalin and Cragmaw Castle. So it seems like it should be a pretty secure campsite. And you guys set up. It turns out that Cornaith actually has a tent. It's like a folded canvas tent. And he strings that up in between the bushes. And it's not big enough for all of you to fit in, but it'll at least provide some shelter for a few of you. So he sets that up. The rest of you guys lay out your bed rolls and get ready. So who is going to take first watch?
I'll take first watch, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go second. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go third.
Yeah, let's remember what happened the last time Grim took last watch.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why he is going first.
It wasn't on my watch. I was
No.
attacked while I was sleeping.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it was on my watch.
Israel's watch.
Oh okay, it was Azrael's watch. You're right. You're right.
I think Cornave should do his watch with Azrael.
Hey, that's why I'm going third this time, not last.
Okay. So all right, Grim, go ahead and roll me a perception check while everybody else lays down for an evening's rest.
Not great.
Yeah, not
No.
great. So, you guys have been traveling through the open plains a lot through here, right? You guys went up and down the Tribord Trail a couple times. Um, the woods are a different thing altogether. Uh, you can still hear the insects buzzing. There's some frog choruses coming from the stream. But there is a ton of other night sounds. Sometimes it's just a breeze blowing the branches at the top of the canopy, and you'll hear a bunch of like movement and leaf rustling. Um, every once in a while, you'll hear like a yelp as some prey falls to an unfortunate end. Um, you hear an owl hooting. Uh, it's just as noisy as out on the plains, but it's just way harder to pinpoint all the different noises. And Grim, I think you've spent a lot of time in some rough camps, right? I mean, you were a pirate.
Yeah.
You don't spend all your time on the boat, and so it's not getting you too bad. But it does seem a little weird with these massive trees all around you. This kind of burbling brook of a stream right next to your guys' camp. It's almost disorienting, right? There's just so many sounds. But you get through your watch without, anything seeming dangerous. So who had the second watch?
Me.
All right, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Not that bad.
All right. So, like I think you're a lot more used to the forest and the woods and stuff, right?
A little bit.
You grew up with a goblin camp, and you spent a lot of time out in the wilderness. And it's a little easier for you to kind of pinpoint what sounds are what and where it's coming from. But it's still, like I said, this whole cacophony of sound that just keeps going. There's no real moment of quiet. Um, so you're just constantly kind of on high alert. And but your whole watch goes through nothing major. And Azrael, your third watch.
Oh man.
Yep. Let's see
let's
what
get the
happens.
yeah. Come on, man. Behind that.
Watch this time I get a perfect 20.
Ooh, that is not a perfect 20.
Uh,
No.
went through.
Uh, all right. So,
Why?
yeah.
Is Cornaith with him? That's all
Yeah.
I gotta ask.
It's Kevin with him. Someone.
Yeah. So, Azrael, you're from a different region, right? You're from more like mountainous terrain. And you're used to the mountains kind of closing off the
Can I make
sky.
a survival check?
But you're not used to this no sky at all, right? Like the trees have just completely blocked the stars and the moon. It's dark and there is just noise. There's so much noise. It's just constantly going and going and going. And you're just on edge the whole time. And I think you do kind of have flashbacks to the last time you were on watch, and somehow an owl bear got straight into your camp and bit Grim and almost killed him. So, uh, your 2 hour long watch seems like 8 hours, right? You were just so on edge and freaking out, and just acts out, ready to chop something, but nothing ever shows up. But you're just waiting the whole time, like, all right, any second now, something bad's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And so finally, 2 hours go by, and you wake up, Javin, and he is gonna make a perception check.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah, he didn't roll that great either. So, it's the wee hours of the morning. The sun's starting to rise, but Javin can't see it because the canopy's so thick. You guys are deep enough in the woods that sunlight, um, until it's high overhead where it can come down through the canopy, is it's not much help. And he's not as unfamiliar with the woods, but like I said, it's just the wrong time of year really for this. Like springtime is when frogs mate and the locusts come out. The not locusts, cicadas.
Cicadas, yeah.
Making their noise, and it's kind of overbearing. It's just too much. And but his 2 hours go by, and as far as you guys know, nothing came up to the camp. But everybody but Glick, I think, was so busy freaking out about all the night sounds that you guys aren't sure. I mean, it could have been that maybe something did walk by and you just didn't attack you guys. You're not 100% if that happened or not. So, but you guys wake up. Um, it's still pretty early morning. Somewhere the sun has risen and shining, but in these um, unforgiving woodlands, you don't get to see it. But the sounds change. It was insects and frogs and hooting, and now it's the daybirds, right? Singing for the sun. So it takes a less ominous cast to the sounds, but it's still, this forest is just naturally noisy. And you guys now have the day to do with as you wish. So it was my understanding that at this point you guys are just gonna kind of send Glick in to go
Yeah.
scout, or what
Yeah,
was the
don't
plan?
go in. Don't go inside a tent.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No.
Glick will go inside, and I guess I'll scout the outside.
Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys, Azrael and Glick, give me stealth checks.
And this is where the barbarian dies.
All right. So Glick's
Considering
pretty
it's not as
stealthy as
ominous,
always.
this will probably be where your better roll comes in.
Hopefully.
No,
I'll
not
just
yet.
shut up.
Nope. Uh,
I just get a picture of you going, all right, I'm going to be nice and quiet, and then like accidentally running your head into a branch, being like, son of a bitch!
or or the other way around. Or I'm gonna be nice and quiet. Every step I take is a branch breaking.
Yeah. Yeah. I really think
No,
that's more
for
how it
sure.
is. You know, you're used to the mountains with a lot of rocky terrain, right? Well, this is the forest. There's leaf litter, and under the leaves are, twigs and branches, and you're not doing a very good job of, of being stealthy. I think you actually give me a perception check as well as real.
I mean, I'm gonna have to make it look like I'm hunting if anything. What are you doing out there? I'm hunting. Get away from us.
Oh.
I lost my hunt over here.
Yeah, you rolled much
Oh, look
better on
better.
perception than you did on stealth. So, I think at one point you like lose sight of Glick because you're so concentrating on trying to be quiet and still being noisy, and you look up and you don't really see him, and then you kind of scan, and then you do spot him ghosting through the trees, and so you guys do approach Cragmaw Castle, and I
And
believe
from
there's
where
a
we're
little
sitting, and
box
from where we're
chest.
waiting, we'll hear be very, very quiet. I'm hunting for wabbits.
I'm hunting for just anything out there at this point, just to make sure I'm not suspect. I'm suspicious.
All right, so as you guys approach, um, this place is definitely not made by goblins or any primitive tribe. Um, it is a very large stronghold that consists of 7 overlapping towers. Um, but the upper levels have collapsed in, leaving these like heaps of debris and crumbling masonry, and so only the ground floor looks like it's still stable and sound enough uh, for people to um, make it habitable. Habitable. That word. I can never say that word. Habitable. There we go. That sounds right. Yeah, the centuries have not been kind to this place. It looks like there's been some recent work to try to keep it from falling down all the way. Uh, there's like some crude timbers, like rough cut tree trunks and limbs that are bracing some of the walls um, to try to keep it from completely collapsing in. So the castle consists of 7 crumbling towers of different sizes and heights, but the upper stories are all in varying states of collapse. There's a short flight of steps that leads up to a terrace in front of the main entryway, and past the wreckage of a pair of sundered doors lies a shadowy hallway. Round towers loom over the entrance with arrow slits still looking down on the terrace. So, as you guys approach, you don't see anybody outside. It doesn't seem like anybody's guarding the doors. And like I said, there's no true windows in this stronghold. It's a fortress that's meant for war, right? So instead of windows, there's arrow slits. So they're not big enough for a person to be able to get in, but they're big enough for an archer to look through and fire out of. And let's see. So the exterior walls are 5-foot thick stone, um, with 3 feet of mortared fill sandwiched between 1-foot thick courses of hard stone blocks. Um, so its own weight has kind of caused it to collapse in. Arrow slits in the castle walls are 10 feet above the outside ground level. So from the outside, if Glick were to stand on Asriel's shoulders, he might be able to look in through the arrow slits.
Could try that.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe we can check around back first. See if there's anything else. But I don't think so, right? Probably all closed all around.
Okay. Uh, so you guys are just gonna make a like a circle all the way around the outside.
Yeah, maybe we have something like a hidden entrance or.
Okay. Okay.
An,
Yeah.
mhm.
Make a perception check for me as you guys check the outside.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Still waiting for mine to go through.
All right. Yeah, you did not roll as well, but Glick rolled really, really well. So let me see here. Okay, somehow I did not see the thing I was looking for. Let's see, what is it? All right, so one of the 7 towers seems like it's almost completely collapsed in. And as you guys are walking around, you see it goes from stone to like this dirty brown, um, like a canvas. and you guys are kind of like, what the hell? And you get closer, and you realize that somebody has just hung like a curtain, essentially, over a hole in the wall. And so it's another way in from right here, um, which is not the main entrance. Uh, and then, so this is on the north side of the castle. The main entrance is on the west side of the castle. And as you guys continue to go all the way around, on the south side of the old castle, an overgrown path leads to a passage that climbs up into the wall. At the end of it, you guys can kind of see as you go around, there's a big iron door that's sheltered by a stone wall. And there's arrow slits there as well. So you guys, are you going to go up and check the door? Or are you just going to make a note of that? So this is a third, there's 3 ways in. There's this like weak canvas like curtain on the north side. There's the main entrance on the west side, and now on the south side, you guys found a third entrance, but it's got a large iron door at the top of the steps.
No,
Hmm.
we're just
I
calling.
would say,
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, I guess we just mark them out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Since we're
Okay.
just scouting, just make a note.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, let me see something here. Oh, that's the wrong page. There it is. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now is I will move you guys to this map. And you guys are going to be there. Now, are you guys going to try the Glick being up on Azrael's shoulders and try to look in through the arrow slits?
I would say yes, but
Yeah, yeah.
Glick,
No,
how
yeah.
about you?
I think so. Just quick
Okay.
look.
Okay. Alright, give me just 1 second here. I thought I had already done this. I don't like one of the things about this module is the Cragmaw clan was all just goblins. And I'm like, nah. That's not the way we're doing this. So I thought I'd already gone through and replaced some of the goblins with other things, but apparently not. So give me just a minute here. plus, you guys are higher level now than what you guys are supposed to be for this area. So I don't
We're
want to make
okay
it
with that.
too easy on you. Okay. I think that should be good. All right. So, let me move you guys to the Cragmaw Castle. All right. So, Azrael, can you see here? No, because it's dark. But Glick can see. He can be your eyes and ears.
It's still loading.
Oh, Glick, can you see the map?
Yeah, I can. I can see like little slivers, but
Yeah, that's
like
the thing.
have somebody. Yeah, have
Yep.
somebody.
So that you're on the south side of the castle. To your right is one of the entrances that you found, the one that has the iron door. And directly in front of you is an arrow slit. Now, if you move, see, it changes your perception.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is every time you go to an arrow slit, you are going to roll stealth versus their passive perception. And we'll see if anybody sees you.
Okay. Starting now.
Yeah,
Right.
and yeah, I could see the map. I do have the dynamic lighting too, so I can see the dirt road, and that's basically it.
Okay. Yep, like I said, that's kind of the thing is you can't see. It's dark, even though it's daytime. There's just no sunlight at the ground level in these woods. All right,
Okay.
so Glick, go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
Nice.
Nice.
I
Yep.
think.
So
Hopefully.
you see through this arrow slit, and let's see, room number 7. Boop, 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 boop. So through the arrow slit, you see that there are several goblins and a couple orcs in what looks like a dining or banquet hall. On the tables, there's a bunch of dirty dishes, like gnawed bones. It looks like nobody's using plates. They're just throwing the crap straight on the table and eating it off of that. But you can see 1, 2, 3 goblins at least, 2
And
orcs, and it sounds like there might be several other people talking inside of there.
Okay. So can go to another now.
Okay, which way are you gonna go? Are you gonna go east or west?
I'm gonna go east. I haven't gone east yet.
Okay. So here, I'm just gonna kind of move you until you see it. Oh, that one doesn't really give you enough light to see inside of. All right, so roll another stealth roll for me. Man, you are stealthy as shit. So,
It has all the good rolls today.
yeah. So inside this, it's a tower, and the upper floors of it have completely collapsed in, and it kind of creates this like almost a silo at the bottom, and as you like go up to this arrow slit, it smells terrible. It smells like unwashed, rotting animal. Um, and you can't really make anything out inside of it. It's actually so dark in there that even your dark vision is having trouble adjusting to it. It's like there's just no light at all to even see by. But like I said, you just get this nasty animal smell coming out of the arrow slit there.
Okay.
All right, you gonna keep going?
Let's go one more.
Okay. So you're gonna keep going to the east?
He's gonna go with trails.
Yeah, east.
Okay, so the next one you come across looks into the same tower you already looked into. So we'll go one more up from there. All right, so roll a stealth check again.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought that one was gonna be the
Me too.
Yeah.
the main one, but nope. All right, so here as you move, you can kind of see a little more. In this room 12. You see two hobgoblins and one either human or elf. The elf's wearing a mask that you've seen before on the cultists that you guys have run into a couple of different times. The hobgoblins are they're wearing chainmail. They have a sword and shield. They're standing at attention like professional soldiers, right? These guys are really paying attention. And you only get a quick look in, and then you realize that this isn't a window you should kind of keep staring into, right? Because they're going to see you. So you duck back down. But it looks like I said, two hobgoblins are guarding something here.
Okay.
All right. You want to keep pushing it, or is that all the further you're going to look?
Let's do one more.
All right.
Yeah, ready to
One
run.
more again.
Yeah.
Whoop, wrong person.
Yeah, ready
Like,
One
don't worry,
more,
you're on my shoulder. I'll just carry you.
I like that. One more, but get ready to run.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, give me another stealth roll. Man, you were so stealthy.
He is the ghost in the darkness.
All right, so this one, you hear raised voices, and you see hobgoblin, and you see either the magical crackhead or a creature just like him. And bugbear, and the bugbear is yelling, and he's like, I gave you the map, and you still What do you want? And then you hear this voice that you can't see this person, but it's a female voice. It's deep and kind of breathy for a female, and it's just a whisper. So you have to listen really closely. But you hear the dwarf, Krog. We've come for the dwarf. And then you hear the arguing again, like, yeah, he's barely alive at this point. What do you expect of him? You got the money? Where's my money? I gave you the map. And then you hear the female voice again, and she's like, "You are paid in protection, Grog." And there's just this constant argument back and forth between them. And at one point, you hear the bugbear, Krog, um, and he goes, "I keep him. You bring me the money, you can have this piece of shit." And then you hear, "Ugh!" And you see Krog like kick out at someone. Um, and you catch just a quick glimpse of like a foot, and then it like curls up. But you hear a moan and that you recognize as Gundren.
Okay.
So he's still alive, but for
Barely.
how much longer?
Yeah.
And apparently someone has come to collect him at this point.
Okay.
All right, so what are you doing now? You and Azrael.
I mean, we're going back to talk to Grim and Javin and Carnage.
Yeah, and it sounds like things just escalated in time.
Yeah.
So did they let us know everything we heard?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, mostly Glick. I was just a ladder.
Okay, so we need a plan of attack because we're not gonna be able to wait and watch their movements. We're gonna have to go now if there's any hope of saving Gundren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
Mm-hmm. We should go.
I would say so because we don't even know which direction they're gonna take them.
Okay,
Because there's
hear
already
me
three
out.
ways.
You said there was a big metal door, and then the other one was like barred over door, so very hard to get through, right?
I think he said
Or-
one's a door, but one's like a tarp.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
Description
one that
of
was
it.
a tarp, and then there was one that was a big metal door, and then there was one that had like bars, right?
I think that's the main entrance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what if we block the barred entrance and the metal door entrance and funnel them out the one with the tarp, and then Azrael basically blocks their path. We take the guys that make it around him and we just make it into a line of slaughter.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
I can't think of
Yeah.
any other way because if the castle, I mean, we could fight our way in the castle if you guys want. But if we can make a single line of them
It's easier
going
for
out,
us. Mm-hmm.
it'd be easier for us and they wouldn't be able to overwhelm us with numbers.
Yeah, surround us and everything.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I can't think any other better way.
No, I think that's the best plan of action.
I mean, I suppose I could. I guess the metal door, since it won't burn, we could basically put up a huge bonfire at it. Block another one of the doors with, like, I'm sure that me and Azrael could lift some big ass stones. and block that entrance, and then basically they'll start coming out the one with the tarp, and we just make a line of killing.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you guys the flaw that I see in your plan.
You're gonna make noise. They're gonna
What?
hear us.
Yeah. What if they don't come out? Right? Like, you guys are just
Yeah,
essentially going to be standing outside of their stronghold. Um, like you need some way to make them come out at you. If that was your plan, and
and
if
then we
that
don't even
happens,
know. We don't even know.
they could kill Gundren, right? Or hold him hostage against you guys, which they're already kind of doing.
That
Um,
too.
And
so
even then, we don't even know if they have another means of getting out.
yeah, so I will tell you too that the like tarped over entrance that you found, it was somebody trying to conceal it, right? And they just didn't do a very good job. And that was real close to the room where he heard Gundren getting kicked. So, what would seem like the easiest entrance to go into is also real close to where the room is that Gundren's being held.
Mm. Yeah, and it's better to try to rescue Gundren first, otherwise they're gonna keep him as hostage if they hear us going another room.
If he's being held in that room, we could try and do an extraction and try and do it stealthily and bring him out that same entrance. We go in, grab him, and get out. Hopefully, without raising an alarm.
If you guys think we can, I'm up for it. I won't be much help because I'm too loud.
I think you still
Well,
can
you
block the other
probably be
doors.
the exit strategy if anything goes wrong.
I think we can still block the other doors, otherwise so they won't surround us, and try to extract Gundren.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, and I had to kill everybody, just
Yeah.
get him alive. And if it's like a room, we can even block that room. Like, seal out the room from the other parts of the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll send Glick in to the covered one with Javin and Azrael close behind, but not enough that you'll make him unghostly. And we'll
Yeah.
block the other doors as best we can. And then I'll wait for you guys. Just if I see you run out, I will unload magically everything I got to slow him down.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a plan. Cornath is like, am I going in with him? You
No,
forgetting
you're
about me?
gonna stay with me because I think you've got powers that'll help.
Son of a bitch.
That's
Like,
a
come.
problem with
And
being good, boy. We need you.
he has a bow, right?
He does.
Okay, yeah. That bow can come in handy. In regards, you can make it look like there's multiple people out there, depending how fast he is.
It's like I come with you guys and I still don't get it. Fine.
Hey,
Fine.
this is how it always goes.
I have a feeling we're gonna have plenty on our hands,
Yeah,
Cornath.
and we still have Kevin and Hachi and Fen here.
Yeah.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was just a wolf.
Yep. The
Yeah.
wolves are with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Um. All right. So, I guess, so your guys' plan is first to block off the other two doors, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
roll me, God, investigation. Let's see if you can find a good way to do that.
Who do you
Oh,
want to roll it?
just everybody, I guess. We'll just.
Oh, okay.
Cornaith gets a -1 to his investigation.
That's fine. I've only a 1 to it.
Okay.
Not good. Not great.
So, yeah, you guys, you look around and you just can't find, um, you can't find good, like either the blocks are too big and, like trying to shift them out of the rubble would, make a lot of noise, or they're too small and you'd have to wedge a whole shitload of them in there to be able to block it. And you guys know that you kind of have a sense of urgency, right? Because there's somebody there now to get Gundren, right? So you guys are kind of taking time to do this, and it's getting to be a pain in the ass, and you can't find something good. So you guys do shove, like the iron door. You guys shove some of the smaller rocks up against it, and it should wedge it in place so that if they try to open it, because it opens outward, right? So if they try to open it, it might wedge and they won't be able to get it all the way open. But the front entrance is these two big double doors that are all broken and shitty, and there's just not enough to be able to block that completely off.
Hmm.
So what are you guys gonna do now? You could always leave someone to try to block that themselves, or you guys could just try for a full assault, or you
Yeah,
could
I
just
think a
sneak
full
in.
assault is gonna unfortunately be our best bet.
Yeah.
Or I could try busting in the metal door, causing the distraction there as everyone else get Gundren.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, and there is that concealed entrance that you guys found. That, like I said, is real
Yeah.
close to where Gundren's at.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
see,
why
my
they
only
go.
problem with
Glick,
my home. Go ahead.
Glick and Javin go through that hidden door to get um, Gundren, and I'll just go through the metal door and cause a distraction there.
The only reason I don't think that's a good idea is I don't know about Glick and Javan taking on a bugbear.
Yeah. We die easily.
Because we know the
True.
bugbear is with. We know the bugbear is with Gundren, and we don't know what kicked a bugbear. You know, the 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 thing, the crackhead might be in there. I don't know about sending Javan and Glick against all that by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we're gonna make some noise trying to rescue Gundren, so they're probably gonna go towards the noise instead of like round, probably.
Okay, I missed you guys for a second when I switched from my phone back to my headset. So.
No, that's fine. Grim was just doing
Yeah.
the line from the scene.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I love at the end, you can't even understand what Andre the Giant's saying anymore, right? Soon you will not be here.
I am here, but soon you will not be here.
All right, so I imagine you guys are gonna try to block the doored entrance, right? And then make your assault at your distraction at the main entrance, or is it gonna be the other way around? Because the main entrance had two big double doors, but they're rotted and falling apart, so it's just this big gap.
Yeah, that's probably where we'll light the fire. And then the metal door is where we'll have Javan bang on it and then run.
Okay. Okay.
And hopefully that'll get him to come anywhere but the entrance you guys are going in to cause a havoc.
Yeah. Hopefully.
To get the Gundren.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'll move you and Javan, and then you guys over here. Oh, I need to bring Cornaith in here.
And the wolves.
Yeah, and the wolves. All right, so there's Cornaith. Oh, wait, and Cornaith's full hit points now. That would suck if he only had 5 hit
Yeah,
points.
we could take a wolf in with to give him more support, and to be outside was
Green.
Okay.
Because they also have dark vision, right?
Yes, wolves have dark
So
vision.
yeah, so they can, two of them can be with Grim and Kevin can be with us. I like Kevin.
All right.
Kevin's
so,
my buddy now. We killed together.
Oh yeah, you guys
um,
hunted together.
I'm gonna try something here. What I'm gonna do is give you night vision, dimming. The dimming starts right away. Why won't it let me?
So, in relative to the entrance we're at, where is the canvas one?
It would be here. One sec. Let me do this, and I'm trying to limit the field of vision. No, I don't want to do that. Now let me. Oh, why didn't that work? Night vision. Oh, that's why. 10 feet.
Now, do you only want us to light the entrance on fire, guys, or are we lighting part of the woods? What are we doing?
I think the interest is better.
everything. Light it all on fire.
Yeah. Burn. Everything.
Burn it all down.
So apparently, Azrael takes heads and is also a pyromaniac. Good to know. Good to know.
Fire good.
Should we light the fire? Fire pretty, yes.
Okay, Grim, can you see a little bit now?
Yeah, I could see before.
You could?
Yeah.
Weird. Okay. Apparently the command for me to look at it as you guys are seeing it is not giving me an accurate representation. Alright, so Grim, right now, you and Javan are on the west side next to the main entrance. Okay. So if you go north, there's a tower that you'd have to go around and go east. That would take you to the cloth door, the concealed door. So it would be
Yeah, I see it. I just, yeah.
Okay. All right. And
I just didn't want to accidentally light fire where they might have to run through.
yeah. But then if you guys go south and east, it will take you to the other entrance. Um, which is where you're planning to make your distraction, right? So,
Right.
Javin has the tent that Cornaith gave him, and then there's these two broken doors that are laying there. And
I'm going to probably go to the corner because I'll need to see both ways because Javin's going to light that and then run.
mhm.
And then when he runs to this side and knocks, I think we should light a fire down here too. Can you guys see where I'm pointing or no? Wow, that is not letting me click it.
Are you still on the arrow, the distance thing, or are you on?
No? Oh, there it goes.
Oh, yeah, I see it, but it's all black to me.
Okay, but I figure we should light a fire down there that way.
You can see.
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
So I just realized something. Your guys' map is gonna go dark.
Oh, okay.
The daylight mode was on this map, and it's not supposed to be.
Okay.
Well, then why can't
Oh,
you
okay.
see Azrael? That was weird. Okay.
Yeah, because like I was able to stop portion of it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So once the fire gets started, you guys will be able to see better. And Grim, here, let me see something. Yeah, so right there, there's an arrow slit, but you're not tall enough to look into it. Okay. All right. So, do you guys have like a pre-planned signal of some kind to when you're gonna start all this, so you're coordinated?
I
Yeah,
think we
what we
have.
were gonna do was give them time to start in.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like no more than 30 seconds, a minute, and then we're gonna start everything. I'll
Okay.
be over
Yeah.
here by the other entrance, by the metal door entrance, ready to start my fire. And that way, when Javin starts his and I see him coming around the corner because of the flames, I'll light mine. Sound good? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me.
okay?
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that it was what they thought too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you went
Okay.
a little too far though, Grim. This is where the entrance is.
Yeah, I don't want to start a fire at the entrance. My fire's
Okay.
actually going to be over here,
Oh, okay.
where I was.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So first, you guys are moving in, right? Then Javin's gonna start his fire, and then
Correct.
Grim's gonna start his. Okay.
Correct. I'll start mine after I see Javin run around, basically coming.
Okay. So let me get a nice fire icon here. I'll make it a little bigger than that. All right. So Grim, you're just gonna make a fire near you so you can see, right? That's the idea.
Yeah, unless Azrael really does want me to light the forest on fire. Because I will light it up.
Nah, that was only a joke.
I will firebolt the crap out of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll basically putting it just beyond me. Because I don't want to block the door. I just want to make sure I have room to see. You know what I mean? So right next to me'd be fine.
So light. Okay, so a torch emits 15 feet and 15 feet. And this is probably going to be bigger than a torch. So I'll say 20 feet of bright light, 20 feet of low light.
Yeah, because this one's going to be like campfire size, whereas Javan's is going to be bonfire size.
Okay. Is that roundabout where you wanted it, or do you want it somewhere else, Grim?
No, that'll do.
Okay.
It'll give us a decent view.
All right. So, first, assault team go. Red team go.
Go, go, go.
So, you guys charge in here. And I will quickly describe the room that you're in. All right, this tower has almost completely collapsed, although the ground floor still has a little open space. There's rotting crates and ancient barrels show that provisions were once stored here. A heavy curtain blocks the crumbling area to the south, and an intact door leads east. To the north, a short passage through the rubble ends before a screen of canvas. So, the screen of canvas is where you guys broke in through. So there's a door here to the east, and that is towards the room where you guys heard Gundren. So who is gonna lead the way?
Me?
Okay.
Yeah, the ghost in the darkness.
Okay, so you try the door, and it is not blocked. It's not locked. It swings open. So let me go to the dynamic lighting. Grab that door, and maybe I love Roll20, and sometimes I hate Roll20 all at the same time. There we go. All right. So now you can see into a hallway. There's another door to the east. And as you walk in, you realize that this is where you saw those hobgoblins at attention. So give me a stealth check, and we'll see if they're going to spot you. Because they were looking the other way, right? They're not expecting assault from this direction.
Both of us?
Just Glick for now, because he's the only one actually in the room.
Excuse me.
All right, so they did not see you. Are you just going to sneak forward to the door to your east? Or there's a door right here. Or are you going to try to take out the hobgoblins?
I'm gonna signal to Asbel about the hobgoblins, and I'm gonna keep going to the east.
Okay. All right, so as you come up to the door, Azrael, are you going to follow right behind him, or are you going to wait for him to try the door?
Maybe a few steps back, but I'll get next one.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you give me a stealth check now as well. Man, Cornath is sneaky as shit.
I taught him well.
We
All
have
right.
the ghost in the darkness, but it's kind of leaning now towards also the creeper in the darkness.
Nice. All right. So, it's right about this time, Grim. All of a sudden, you hear this like clatter, and this whoosh. So, Javin has lit his fire, and is now running towards you along with his wolfy friends.
See, Kevin is a
Okay, so there's 80 feet for him. These guys gotta run 60 feet.
The barking was pretty good sound effect.
yeah.
Yeah. It was like right on cue too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about
signal.
that.
No,
That
it's
was
all
the
right.
signal.
All right, so there's now a big fire in the main entranceway. Um, and I think everybody kind of heard it because, like I said, there was like this big clatter, like something being thrown. And so what it was is Javin had his like flint and tinder, and he got the tent going, and then threw the tent on top of the broken doors. So now there's this big freaking nasty smelling fire. I don't know if you guys have ever smelled canvas burning, but it's not cool.
Oh yeah, especially
it's not-
waxed
it's not fun.
canvas. It's
Yeah.
nasty.
Yep. So yeah, and this probably wouldn't have been waxed, but what they do is they you melt fat over it, right? That's how you water seal stuff in olden times.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be extra gross smelling. Um, so yeah, you guys all the hobgoblins did not notice you. Glick, you try the door, and amazingly enough, it's not locked. This is one of the things I found very confusing about this module. Is like none of the doors are locked. I'm like, wait, what?
They've been here a while. They got a little too comfortable.
Yeah. Well, plus, who the hell assaults an entire fortress, right? Like, it would take
Crazy
an army.
people like us.
Yeah. Yeah. So Glick, you now. I guess let me ask you this: are you throwing the door open and bursting in, or are you gonna try to like stealthily open it up and fire into it, or are you gonna kick it open and fire into it, or how are you doing it?
Let me see. The hobgoblins didn't see
I-
us and they went towards the door. The fire.
What was that? I'm sorry, man. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry. The hobgoblin is in the other room. They went towards the fire. The javelin.
You haven't heard anything from that room.
Okay then.
But there is, when you look south, there is like a barrier of sorts. It's not a door. Here, let me see how it describes it in the stupid. The wall of the south. There's a curtain between you and the hobgoblins. So God, these guys suck. All right, if I had written this module, it wouldn't be this easy for you guys to sneak in here.
Well, granted that this is a beginner's module.
Yeah, this is true. But yeah, there's no way it should be this easy to sneak in. They're like, oh, don't worry about that, open entrance that's got a curtain over it. Nobody's gonna find that.
That is hidden as hell right there.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's a curtain between you and the hobgoblin. So your guys' stealth roll was more that you were being quiet, not that you're not being seen, right?
Okay. So I'll try to open slowly first. See if I can see a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
and
All right.
then just
So
kick
as
it
He'll
you
open.
open it, you see this
he'll sneak and crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
female drow. Um, uh, so did everybody get to see the picture? Did it come up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And she is talking to the bugbear Krog.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then directly in front of you is Gundren. He's laying on the ground. He's not wearing like any clothes except for these like ragged breeches and like an undershirt. And he looks like he's been beat within an inch of his life. And then up here is a hobgoblin, and that's all you can see from your perspective right now. Now you
Mm-hmm.
know that either the magical crackhead or someone a lot like him is
Mm-hmm.
close by, and there's also a wolf that was asleep all the way to the north in this room.
Okay.
Sounds like we've got a fire in our hand.
So first I'm gonna before I kick it open, I can like shoot someone, right? While they seeing me.
Yeah, you'll get a surprise attack.
Uh-huh. So we're gonna shoot Grog.
All right.
First, I'm gonna signal to Azrael and Cornave and Kevin that we
Mhm.
are going in as soon as I shoot. Shoot it.
Okay.
Let's.
Man, this would have been the perfect time for a fireball.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, small rooms plus fireball.
It got breached this door.
Yeah. All right. So, are you gonna fire a shot and then kind of move out of the way, Glick, so that they can come behind you,
Yeah,
or
so
are you
Azrael can
gonna?
be the first one to go in.
You're gonna be the
Because
first one to go in.
no, I think Azrael should be the first
Okay.
one because
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
immortal.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll probably kick down the door after he shoots. I'll probably kick down the door and just rush in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you get your surprise round, but let me get the turn order up and have everybody roll initiative. Give me a second until I can get this.
Mm-hmm.
Remove all turns. Okay. Like I've said every time, please make sure you have your token selected
Mm-hmm.
when you hit initiative.
You want me and Javin to do it too, or
Yep, everybody.
Oh, the first one. 12. No, mine.
That's not good.
apparently I am itching for a fight.
No typical barbarian. And there it is. I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh man, there are a lot of different things here now because I'm like, no, it can't just all be goblins, right? so give me a second here. Okay, so Glick, you accidentally rolled twice, right? So you
Yeah,
actually
mine
got
was
a
12.
12. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I think that's everybody. Descending. All right, so like I said, you get to go first because it's a surprise. So all of you guys, Glick, Azrael, Cornaith, the Wolves, Grim, and Javin, you guys all get one round to just kind of do what you want. And then after that, it goes in the initiative order. All right, so go ahead and make your attack roll, Glick.
Mm-hmm.
And you're shooting at
Grab.
Krog, right? Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Bam.
And he shot him in the balls.
Yeah. Yeah. So you like peek in through the
Very small.
door. Oh, nice. So
Get rid of
that's
the small.
4 damage now, right? Because you're level 4.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So you kind of peek in the door. You see what's going on, and then you just throw the door open and fire. Boom! And Krog's in the middle. Grohl. Apparently his name's Grohl. All right. So Grohl is in the middle of arguing with this drow, and he's right in saying, "You give me the money you owe me," and then he like looks up and goes, "Huh?" And then whap, your crossbow bolt catches him right in the chest. He's, "Ugh!" And blood spurts out, and he's hurt, but he is still on his feet. All right, so what do you do for the rest of your turn? Are you gonna move?
I'm gonna kick the door. Finish. Let Ezreal go in. Just
Okay.
do your rage, man. Rage.
Yeah.
He's gonna step to the side and go attack.
I'm gonna have to raid like right now in order for me to survive. Because
All right.
going last is no bueno.
No.
Yeah. All right. So, Grim, we're gonna take it to you next. We're gonna go in initiative order, but all these monsters are just getting their turn skipped until. Oh, I didn't roll for Cornaith or Javin or your guys' wolves. All right. 1 second. There's too many people to roll for.
Oh, yeah, too much action in Kami right now.
Yeah. All right. And the wolfies. Oh, and then there's your guys' wolf, and then there's Snarl. Okay. Which is a different wolf. So let me see if it. Okay, yeah, it kept it separate. Okay, cool. All right, let's try this again. All right, so Graham, it's still your turn first. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna aim at the door and prepare my crossbow. First person that sticks their head out that door is getting shot in the face.
Okay. Okay.
Not much else I can do right now.
All right, so Javin, using his super
Guess I'll
speed.
probably move by Chavin. I should have probably moved by Javin. Sorry.
Yep, no problem. All right, so he runs forward to the door. He bangs and clangs on it and yells out growl. Actually, let me see. Let me see if he's intimidating or not, because that'll be funny. Oh man,
He no longer sounds like
I have so many minimized character sheets on my screen. It's ridiculous. All right, let's see if he can be intimidating.
It's like Simba.
Oh yeah, exactly. So yeah, he, he tries to roar and make it sound scary, but like he said, it comes out sounding like a kitten just being annoyed, right? So he does that. Bangs and clangs to the door, kicks it a couple times, and then runs away. Yeah, and he's got a dart in his hand ready to throw, and then he has his new glass staff that Cornaith returned to you guys in his left hand. All right, Glick, you already went. Cornaith. So Cornaith reacts faster than Azrael and runs the fuck in there.
Yeah, of course.
I could see that though. The kid
And
was like,
I'm the one with
"Attack!"
reckless attack.
Yeah. So he runs straight in. And let me see what all he can do.
And Cornet's like one of each of our levels apparently. He's reckless like a barbarian. He could cast spells like like Graham. He's stealthy like Glick. What next?
Shoot, I did not.
He's gonna fight like Javin.
I did not mean to actually do that. I just wanted to check the spell. Why does it say DC 0? That doesn't make any sense. Let me see something here.
Yeah, isn't it supposed to be like DC wisdom and something like that? Casting
Yeah,
modifier.
something's wrong because he's multi-classed, so there we go. I fixed it. Okay. He charges in, and as he's running in, you guys see again this this like smoky I mean, it's hard to describe, right? It's like a smoke starts billowing off of him, and it kind of collects together, and then it shoots out from him and attaches itself to Grohl. And then he swings with his longsword. Ooh, and he hits.
Nice.
And then he also gets to do this. Alright, so he hits for 7 damage and then 5 of another kind of damage. Shadow damage, apparently. And, I mean, just whaps the shit out of Grohl.
Yeah, that's 31 damage from Glick and him together. Good God.
Yeah, and Grohl is still standing.
Oh.
So, all right, Azrael.
Okay.
Did we lose him?
Yeah, Azrael. I don't know if you're still talking, but all we heard was "I" and then it stopped.
Mm-hmm.
How about now?
Okay, now I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying. I was just saying I need to move into the room because I can't see anything back there.
Okay.
Now that I'm in the room, I guess I'll go after the magical kraken over
All right.
here.
All right. So, are you raging?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you gotta yell it out like Grog, man. I would like to rage. Here, and then you get the little strongman icon.
Well, he uses he only won when against the dragon. Other than that, he didn't say afterwards.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
True,
Like the
but we
acid
can't
dive, I'm sure.
We can't see the veins pop out in your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when he
Alright.
dived, when he was diving, pretty sure he was raging.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just dove straight into the acid. That was funny.
Adrenaline.
And make to the reckless. The one time I wish for a nat 20.
Well, still, you rolled.
Well, that's still not bad. 10 and 10.
Yeah, you rolled max
Mhm.
damage on your rage. Um, so yeah, 20 damage, one swing. Um,
Yeah, and a 22 to hit, that's not nothing to mess with.
Yeah.
yep. So yeah, you charge in, battle axe, two-handed, whap, just buries itself into that magical crackhead. And now that you're looking at it up close, it's definitely the same guy, right? Like it's 100%. This is that bastard that you guys made a deal with, and Cornaith ended that deal apparently. So all right, with that, we are back to the top of the round, and it is the magical crackhead that gets to go first. Let's see. All right, so yeah, it screams out, you know, bloody frickin' murder, and in this small little room, it's so loud, and then it just puts both of its hands up and its claws extend, and it just whap whap and swipes at you twice. One's a 17 to hit, and the other crit. Ha ha!
Oh, they bullshit too.
All right, so that's 14 plus 7 is 21. Half of that, so 10 slashing damage because you're a frickin' barbarian. It would have been 21. Damn barbarians. All right, Grim.
Still waiting for somebody to peek their head out.
Okay.
Little anticlimactic, I'm sorry.
All right, so
Well, I'm pretty sure two screeching people inside the stronghold are going to stop people from running out.
yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's gonna happen. It's just it takes me getting to the monsters first. All right, so this drow um all of a sudden changes. Um it like looks at you guys and it just like melts and it becomes this nasty looking thing.
Ooh.
Ooh,
We saw one of those. No.
No, you guys haven't seen one of
because
these yet.
Oh,
Um
thank God.
so it moves up and looks down at you, Glick, and it makes two slam attacks. The first one it rolled a 1, so
Didn't
but the
Glick still
sec
be outside the door?
yeah, it came up to the door and it's
Oh,
swinging
okay.
at Glick. So the second one was a 20, which I'm gonna assume hits.
Yes.
For 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh man.
All right, now we get to King Groll. He doesn't like that this frickin' kid just chopped him with a sword. And he is going to. So he pulls out this Morning Star, so it's a stick with a big spike fucking ball at the end of it. And he swings, but Cornaith is young and agile, and he manages to duck below the blow. Yeah, and he's gonna stay there. He doesn't want to move and get attacked. All right, so now it's Kevin and oh shoot, Kevin didn't go the first round. Um, okay, so Kevin charges in, and he's gonna attack this thing that used to be a drow. Oh, he only rolled an 11, so he missed. These other two are gonna move up near this entrance and just wait. Alright, now people are gonna start coming towards the entrances.
And this is where I die.
30 feet. Alright, that's gonna make it 40, 50, 55, 60. Okay, that's all the further he can move. Let's see these other guys. Javelin. Yeah, he's just readying himself for someone to show up out that door. Hobgoblins. Oh boy. So Glick, you see through the curtain to your south a hobgoblin come through, and he don't look happy. And he yells out, "Intruders!" And then he charges forward. And then his buddy also charges into the room. Okay, so they both have sword and shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one rolled a 19, the other one rolled a 9. So I'm assuming the one hits and the other doesn't.
Yes.
And that's 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then this one in here is going to come at Azrael. Swing. Oh, and he rolled a 1. So let me roll again and see if he... Okay, so he doesn't drop his sword, but he swings at you and you dodge out of the way, and his sword clangs against the ground with this loud metal. Okay, and let's see some other hobgoblins here. They heard the intruder yell. So there's stuff happening in the distance that you guys can't see. My wife's listening to an audiobook, and I keep hearing parts of it, but she's listening to Aragon. I don't know if you guys have ever read or seen the horrible movie. The movie was terrible. It was so
Yeah.
bad.
I've heard that the book was a lot better, but that's always the case.
Yeah.
Even there's game said that it's almost book act.
You like cut out again. All I heard is the book, and then you stop.
Oh yeah, yeah, the book has a lot more details, and the movie was missing
Yeah.
like half of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't get it too because the movie had so many A-list actors, man. You got John Malkovich, Sigourney Weaver, Jeremy Irons, and you still made a
Harrison
terrible movie.
Ford.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it. So anyway, okay. Glick, you are surrounded, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're a
I see.
rogue.
Let's see. gonna first. I'm gonna use the skirmisher as soon as their turn ended.
You can move up to half
The
your speed as a
hobgoblins.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As a reaction when an enemy ends a turn, the movement doesn't provoke. Dude, that is so. That is such a good
Nice,
freaking
right?
class ability.
Yeah.
All right, so you
Mm.
can move because you're so. Oh, you can move through an ally square, right?
Mhm.
So you're not supposed to be able to move through an enemy square technically,
Yeah.
right? But you could go here through the wolf square,
Mhm.
right? And then there, and that would be 15 feet.
Yeah, that's the idea.
And then once it's your turn, which is now, like you were able to do
Mhm.
that right away. And then
Mhm.
now you could use your what's the thing where you can make a bonus action so you can't get
Let me see.
attacked too, right? There's another one.
Yeah, I think it's cunning action.
Yeah, cunning action.
Mhm. Can disengage. That one.
Yeah. So then you use your bonus action, you cunning action. Then you use your
Mhm.
movement to move even further. So this is up to you. But the way I totally see it going is there's a table right here. Now it's not a
Yeah, I
very
thought.
big table,
Mhm.
but you're not a very
Blind
big
one.
guy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So yeah, you
That,
just like jump up on the table or under the table, depending. You know, that's up
nah,
to you.
nah, jump on the table and gonna let's gonna try to finish roll
Okay.
with my light crossbow.
All
Nice.
right.
Um,
So yeah, you guys are all fighting, and then Glick just comes scurrying out of nowhere, jumps up on a table.
There's more outside. Oh my.
All right. Let me see his AC. I think it's pretty low. Oh nope, it's not. Okay. Yep, that does not hit, unfortunately. So I think you were still kind of freaked out that you were just surrounded by hobgoblins and some weird no mouth thing,
Mhm.
and so your aim was a little off. All right, so that's gonna bring it to Cornaith. Um,
I am really happy at this point that I thought to have Azrael go with you guys.
yeah.
If he wouldn't have been there, we would have been in some pain.
Yeah.
Ooh, so he swings again and hits, and then gets his D6.
Oh.
That make it 12. Oh, so close. So Cornaith again slashes the shit out of Grohl, and Grohl is looking bad. I mean, he's sliced open all over the place. He's got a crossbow bolt just sticking out of his chest. Uh, he's in real bad shape, but he's still on his feet. So Snarl, which is these guys' wolf instead of your guys' wolf. Um, he's gonna come at Azrael because um, he's big and scary. All right, so Wolfie, come on, open up. There you go. Bite.
Nowhere, Azrael pulls up a rolled up newspaper and goes, "No!"
No. All right,
No, I'll
so
just throw a stick. Go get it.
so the wolf chomps at you, but doesn't doesn't able to isn't able to find good purchase, so he doesn't do any damage. And that brings it to a fuck ton of goblins. All right, let's bring the fight out to you guys outside here. Okay, so the moment the goblin comes outside, first Javin flings a dart at it. And he hits for 6 damage. And that goblin lets out a yell and charges forward like he's gonna do something. So Grim, now you get a shot.
Nice.
Yeah, and you totally kill that poor little goblin. So there goes the first one. But there's more where that came from. Three.
I had a feeling.
Oh, and now roll 20 decides it wants to be slow on me. Okay.
Of course.
Always when we're having a good.
Yeah. I guess the goblin's not going to stand in the fire, right? That would be bad. Um. Okay. I'm still moving goblins, if you can believe it. There's so many goblins.
I just get the sense of, well, shit.
Yeah, so you guys hear a lot of movement and yelling from inside. Oh, and now that works. And there's a ton of them too. These guys are not very bright. They're all just gonna pile into that small little area and not be able to do anything. like idiots. All right, the barbarian.
Azrael, get to killing.
So let's go ahead and swing again at
Me and Javan can't run away until
magical
you're
crack.
done.
All right, kill that crackhead. Poor magical crackhead. Uh-oh. Is it doing what it did to Grim, where it's going to take 10 minutes before I get to see your roll?
Oh, that was awful.
Oh yeah.
Since you even mentioned it, I'm going to throw some salt
But-
behind me real quick.
to be able to.
What was that, Azrael? Your voice is like lagging really bad.
I'm doing basic attack right now.
Okay. There it is. Oh.
I think I hit it twice.
Yes. But
Yeah, I
the
hit it
first-
twice. So
The first one was a 9, and that does not hit the magical crackhead. So, like you would imagine for a magical crackhead, he's pretty fast. Um, so he's not just standing there letting you hit him. He's ducking and dodging and swinging and hissing and so you swing your axe at him and just can't catch the little bastard. And that brings it to his turn, which he is gonna come right back at you with his double claws again. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
All right, so he rolled a 6 on the first one. Oh, take 2 slashing damage. Should have
Oh,
been
so
should have
one?
no, it should have been 4.
Alright.
Reduced to 2 because you're a barbarian. All right, Grim.
Well, since they're in such a lovely position, breath weapon.
Nice. All right, so dexterity 12. 1, 2, 3. All right. One of them failed to save. The other 2 made it. So one of them is just dead. I think. Oh wait. Yeah. One of them's dead. The one right in front of you. The one behind him is mostly dead. And then the last one, the one closest to the wall, he appears to be a lot bigger and stronger than most goblins. I mean, he still took damage, but it didn't seem to affect him as much as his buddy. All right, is that all you're going to do? Or are you going to move, or are you going to stay there?
I think I'm gonna stay there.
Okay, so now the thing that
Because
used
if
to be
they file out, I'm gonna get more targets.
yeah. Yep, the thing that used to be a drow, but is now some mouthless horror, is going to swing twice at your guys' barbarian. 13 and an 18. So the 18 hits, right?
Yeah.
For 5 bludgeoning, so down to 2. Man, you just get to dodge all my damages.
Well, granted, these are low damages, so keep those coming.
Yeah. All right, so King Groll. He hates this frickin' kid that is cutting him with a sword. And he's gonna try to teach that kid a frickin' lesson with his Morning Star. Oh, and he hit. Alright, for 11 piercing damage. So, you guys that are in the room, you see Cornaith ducking and dodging and swinging and cutting, and then he just takes a Morning Star to the midsection. Oof.
Mm.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's not happy. Alright, your guys' wolfies. So, Kevin sees Snarl, and it's like, what the fuck? And he charges forward to attack their wolf. And he hits. For 10 damage. And then that wolf... God, this is confusing as hell. Let me tell you. That wolf has to roll a strength saving throw or be knocked down. And it fails. Alright, so Kevin just jumps on this other wolf, man, and bites the ever-living shit out of its throat and knocks it to the ground, and is standing over it, just growling.
Not like a Javan.
Nope, he's
Yeah.
not going. Meow.
Yeah, no, a real, for serious, predatory growl. Alright, so cultists. That's pretty much all he can do. This guy moves forward 1 square, and that's all he can do. Alright, the kitty. Javan realizes that the wolves are kind of... Oh, wait, those wolves get to attack too. Jeez. Alright, so guys, this is something that I don't like that happens sometimes where I end up having to make way, way more rolls than you guys do in a turn. And I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, right now we're cheering for wolves, so come on now.
Alright, so one of the wolves got a crit and killed the exceptionally big and strong looking goblin.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. And the other wolf killed another goblin because you had already sprayed him with acid.
Nice.
That's teamwork.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fucking teamwork. All right, so now Javan's gonna go, but he doesn't want to step forward into the line of fire, so he's just gonna stay where he is. Throw another dart, because I don't want to get Javan killed while he's not here.
Good throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 damage, kills a goblin. Bam.
Nice.
So the wolves are chomping these goblins, and Javan's just like, what? And this dart comes flying out of nowhere, hits the other goblin right in the throat, pierces his windpipe, and he just goes down. Doesn't even get to make a noise. Just he's gone. All right, hobgoblins. Man, this little room is gonna fill up with with enemies here real fast. All right, so the one hobgoblin is swinging his sword at Cornaith. Oh, and he misses. And the other hobgoblin drops his sword, and he pulls a longbow off of his back and notches an arrow, but he doesn't get to fire this turn. And then there's a ton more hobgoblins, but they don't know where to go. They don't know what's going on. Shit's crazy.
They're like, something's going on over there, but something's going on over here, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna go over there.
Yeah. All right. Blick.
Yeah. Let's try to kill King Grow.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah. So that definitely describe to me how you kill this huge bugbear. With
Okay,
your
as soon as
little
he
tiny crossbow.
hit Cornate in the midsection,
Mhm.
he left a open to his neck. Like,
Yeah.
Just sting at it.
That's awesome. Put his
Right.
head back to laugh, and he's like, ha ha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right. So yeah, you guys hear Cornate, and King Groll's like, just blood sprays, and Cornate gets covered, arterial blood just spraying out, and King Groll goes down. All right. Cornaith. He yells out, "Oh, that one was mine!"
Another one.
There's plenty to go around.
Yeah.
All right. And
Look at
he,
me. I got what? One, two. I have 5 over here.
yeah. Uh, he kind of gestures his hand at King Groll's lifeless corpse, and he like, it almost looks like he like grabs something and throws it, and this like smoky substance that was all stuck to Groll moves to this hobgoblin here. Um, so I'm gonna put a little red dot on him. Wait, can I make a black dot? Because that would be cool. No, of course not. No,
Yeah.
no black dots. All right, red'll work. All right. So after doing that, he swings two-handed with his magical longsword. Oh, I don't think that hits.
Oh,
No. Oh, actually, shoot. You know what? I forgot to update his character sheet, so he's not using the magical longsword. He's just using a regular longsword. So let me fix that.
so he's doing more damage with long sword. I think that regular.
Yeah, well, and he's not even as high a level as you guys either. He's only level 3. All right, so Cornaith misses. Snarl gets up and is trying to strike back at Kevin. So we'll see whose wolf is stronger.
Come on, Kevin.
Oh, he misses.
No,
So he
Kevin.
lost a lot of blood. He got bit in the throat and thrown down.
Mhm.
And he's just not up to full fighting style. Plus, I don't think he's an alpha wolf, and Kevin totally is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, so goblins, man. There's a bunch of goblins trying to put out a fire somewhere that somebody said. I don't know who would do such a thing.
Bastards.
And there's other goblins. And you guys actually hear a goblin yell out, "For Maglubliet!" And I think most of you guys would know this. Glick, you definitely know. Maglubliet is the god of goblinoids, and he is not a very good god. He's pretty mean. Um, why people would continue worshiping a god that treats you like trash, I never understood. But that's Dungeons and Dragons for you. All right. So wait, one of them is gonna fire at one of your guys' other wolves, not Kevin, with his short bow. Oh, and he misses because he's a goblin and he sucks. Orcs charge forward. Do. Let's see. So that's actually 20 feet, 30 feet. Oh, but orcs have aggressive, so they can move extra when they're running at an opponent, which is cool in this situation. This one actually jumps over the fire, Grim, to come at you. Alright, so one orc at each wolf. Oh, god damn it, roll 20. Stop doing this to me. Alright, these guys all wielding the traditional orc battle axe, or great axe. One at the wolf to the north. Oh, and he rolled a 1. Alright, so he's not wielding a great axe anymore. Here, I'll put a little thing on him so I remember that. Another great axe. the other wolf. Oh.
One of our friends.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. He crit for 15 damage. And one of your wolves is no more. Man, that's sad. That wolf's been there
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
session
Yeah.
one. I'm sorry, man. You know, you bring wolves to a big fight, like there's a chance they could die.
My dogs.
Yeah.
My boy.
Uh,
And I'm not even there to see this happen, am I?
no, you're not even there, so you don't even know what happened yet. I think you do feel a pang of sadness, and you can't understand why. Oh, and then Javin just got hit for 11 damage. Oh, and roll 20's being slow. All right, and then Grim, you get a swing too. That's 21 to hit, so 9 damage, Grim, from a battle
Didn't
axe.
hit me.
He didn't.
I have the new spell Shield, and it bumps up my AC to 22
when you use it
as
as
a
a
reaction.
reaction. Okay. All right.
Yep.
So yeah, this is the first time you've used that, right?
Yeah, I just got it.
Describe to me what it looks like when you cast shield.
Basically, all of a sudden, you get almost like a static look in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
and the sword has to hit something else before it gets to me, the axe.
Okay. So yeah, I think what it does is it draws it to your armor, right? So he looked like he was gonna hit you, and then it just like and it veers off and it hits your armor instead. And the orc's kind of looking at his axe like it betrayed him, you know, like what? No, that's not what's supposed to happen. Okay. So Azrael, I'm gonna let you go, and then we're gonna stop here. I know we're in the middle of a big fight, but one, I want Javin to be able to participate. And two, it's 10 minutes till 6, and I gotta start working on dinner for the fam. So
I thought you had Taco Bell.
I had Taco Bell for lunch. That was 2 hours
Yeah,
ago,
that was
man.
snack. Taco Bell, you only rent it.
So this one is gonna be a reckless.
Ooh, reckless
Cause my
is
baby boy that died.
that's dangerous though, man. With you being surrounded.
I know. But it worked out last time.
Yeah, it did. All right, what am I gonna put on you so I remember you did reckless?
You don't have to remember. It's all right.
You get a little skull icon. All right, 15 damage. Was that to the magical crackhead then?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, he's hurt bad, man. I mean, that battle axe is buried in his ass twice, but he's still standing. He don't look very happy though. That's for sure. All right, so that brings us back to the top of the order, and like I said, we're gonna stop here. This fight, God, it might end up taking most of the next session.
Probably.
Because man, there is a lot of enemies. I mean, there's a ton of stuff that you guys can't see going on too. It's pretty nuts. So
All I know, if Kevin goes down, I'm gonna go full blown Vegeta.
yeah. You gotta take a full episode. Yeah. You gotta take a full episode of screaming just so you can go Super Saiyan, right? Nothing but 20 minutes. You just.
Yep.
That's one of the things that got me, man. There seriously is a whole episode of Goku just going to Super Saiyan 2, right? It's like it keeps cutting to all kinds of people around the world. Like, oh my God, what's
Oh,
happening?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's Super Saiyan 3 actually.
Oh, is it Super Saiyan 3? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's just an entire episode of him screaming. Oh man. All right, guys. Amazing as always. I'm kind of sad that Javin wasn't here for any of it, but I am streaming, so I guess if he gets the chance, he could watch it at least.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, God, you guys are in a tight spot. I'll tell
Oh
you,
yeah.
um,
Yeah.
both literally and figuratively. Um, yeah, you guys, you'd be glad there's no level 5 caster on the enemy because they could shove a fireball in there too.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I mean, you guys are doing well. The guys to the south here, you guys have already killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goblins. Like, but you lost one wolf in the process, so that's
Yeah.
fortunate. Um, and I mean, almost everybody's been hit except for Azrael, right?
No, I've gotten hit.
Oh, you got hit too? Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Grim.
Azrael, Glick, and Cornaith have all taken damage.
I
Uh,
think the only one is Javin and Grim.
no, Javin
Yeah.
got hit too. He
Oh
took an
yeah, he
axe.
did.
He took an
Mhm.
axe. So, well, speaking of that, I need Javin here so I can level up his character because he doesn't have the right amount of hit points. Um, he should be one level higher than what he is, but I don't want to do anything without hearing from Nick first. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Mhm.
Maybe you can get on later, or in our off week and do it.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'll shoot him a message on Discord and remind him about that. But all right, guys. I'm gonna get on out of here.
Mhm.
We'll meet again in 2 weeks. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right,
Awesome.
guys. You guys
Thank
have a
you.
good one.
See you guys.
You too.
Yep, see ya.
Adios.
Adios.